Hi, my name is Stephanie and I have the Kat Von D Shade Light Glimmer eye palette I'm going to review. I have been using this palette for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, depending on when this video goes up. I've been using this palette non-stop. I did find a few of my single matte shadows that are very similar to the ones in the matte version of this palette, so that's what I've been using to go along with this palette. Anyways, that doesn't matter. My thoughts on this palette. I like it. I really do. I think that she did a really good job on this, but there's a few things about this palette that I'm kind of meh about, and let me just get into them. And I apologize, I have no makeup on. I'm going to show you guys some eye swatches on my eyes. That way you can see what I'm talking about whenever I get into this. This is the same color scheme as her matte palette, but it's all glimmers. I mean, it's pretty, it's really pretty. And I fell in love with this palette. I don't have any true neutral palettes. I've gotten rid of all of my Urban Decay like Naked palettes. Those are what I would consider a neutral palette. So whenever I saw that this was coming out, I was kind of excited because I don't have just a neutral palette. That said, I can dupe almost this entire palette using what I have, and there are a few shades in here that I just really don't like at all. They're just not very good. My favorite palette from her thus far has been the Mi Vida Loca remix from, was that Christmas 2014 or 2015? I cannot remember. And ever since then, and since she changed, Kat Von D changed her formula and went vegan, I have not been happy with her eyeshadows. I really have tried to love them. I've bought in every single one of her previous palettes since she changed her formula, and I've returned all of them. I can't get down with the new formula. I don't know what it is. More power to her for wanting to go vegan with her makeup line, and that is 100% her prerogative, but I don't know, man. I really like the looks that I have pulled off using this quad, and that's how I've been looking at them, is by quads. This one is okay. I don't like this black. And then this, I really like the looks that I've gotten using these 4 shadows. Okay. These top 3 are really nice blending. I can't use them all over my brow bone because they're just a tad bit too shimmery, and it's not really a look that I like, but I will use them to blend out on my brow bone, and I'm happy with that. So I mean, I'm not hating on these. I think that these top 3 are a wonderful formula. This one, I don't know the names. Is it Rust, Onyx, and Copper? I love the formula on these. I'm going to assume that these are just kind of like a shimmer. The formula on these is amazing. These are my 3 favorite shades in this palette, which is kind of sad because I duped all of them. The middle shades, Bronze, Onyx, and Jasper, are crap. I'm just going to say that. Fallout City with these. There's no doing your eyeshadow last. Like, you have to do your eyeshadow first if you're going to use either of these 3. They are terrible. They're really powdery. They don't build up in pigmentation very well at all. They lose their glitter, and that's part of the reason why I liked this palette upon first look, is because it has actual glitter in here, and I love glitter. I'm not afraid of it, and I enjoy it. But once you blend these out on the eye, the glitter falls down, which, whatever, I can wipe that off. But it completely changes the look of the shadow, and it turns into a basic brown, a really crappy basic black, and then I don't even know what this is. These last 3 shades that I haven't talked about yet, this is Sterling, Glacier, and Quartz. Quartz is my favorite, this more pink one, but once on the eye, they're basically the exact same thing. more so the two wider ones, and then quartz is really pretty. I do like quartz. I think it's pretty, but this palette isn't worth like 4 shades, you know, not for the price. I can get this same look, you know, these 3 highlight inner corner shades. I can get the exact same look using Shimma Shimma from Makeup Geek or any of those like light champagne shades. And then if I want the extra bit of glitter, I can put Space Cowboy on from Urban Decay. It's a glitter like overlay shadow, and it gives me the exact same look. I'm kind of mad. My first impression of this palette was really, really good. I really actually love the looks that I got using this. They're very neutral, and I'm typically one that likes more of a colorful eye. Pink eyeshadow is my favorite. So to be able to get really pretty eyeshadow looks out of a neutral palette and be okay with that and like be happy with it, I really liked that. But I'm gonna show you some dupes. I think mainly my qualms with this palette is the fact that those middle 3 are completely worthless, and the fact that my favorite shades, the 3 first ones, I already have in my collection. So I'm gonna do eye swatches of those and I'll show you what I mean. I don't have anything on my eyelids. They're like, I have a freshly washed face. I don't have any primer. Typically I would use a primer and then MAC's Painterly Paint Pot as my base. I'm not gonna do that today though, because I'm gonna be wiping off what is on my eyes. The first shade I'm gonna show you comparisons of is Copper, and I paired that with MAC's Woodwinked.
Shade Copper, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell the fallout on my lid, on my cheek area. These are really, really, really powdery. Okay, good.
And this is Woodwinked from MAC. Both of these shades I do have to build up quite a lot. I do like the blendability of the Kat Von D one. I think it's really nice for that particular shade. So this is Copper from Kat Von D, and this is Woodwinked from MAC. I can't tell the difference once it's on my eye. And that is all fallout. Now for Cinder, this is a new brush, my Real Techniques one. The fallout on this one is unreal as well. Like crazy. I would have to go in with some Bioderma and my rag and swipe that away. Okay, this is Dark Roast in my LORAC Mega Pro 3 palette. And I know that this one has a lot of fallout too. It's pretty powdery. And powdery eyeshadows really don't bother me. I mean, I can work with them, and I typically do my eyeshadow first anyways. But this is crazy. I'd be looking like a hot mess. I don't care. I just wanted to show you guys. Okay. It's identical. It's crazy. And my most favorite shade in this palette is Rust. And this is this red burgundy one, which honestly, this is the shade that really drew me to this palette. Pretty. Really pretty, right? Here comes MAC Antiqued. This is Rust and this is Antiqued. I do have some video clips of my Eye of the Day looks whenever I was using this palette. So I'm going to insert those at the end of this if you are interested. I'm just sad because I really thought that it was something completely different and special, and it's really not. I mean, MAC has already done this. LORAC has already done this. Urban Decay has already, I don't even like Urban Decay eyeshadows, but they've already done it too. And that is, you can turn any eyeshadow into one of those 3 highlight ones using Space Cowboy. Mine is depotted, sing for depotted shadows, but I mean, it's just a glitter overlay. So originally I was like, oh my goodness, I love this palette. I am so glad I got it. I don't have any of the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I need this palette and I don't. Oh, and the black, this is the biggest joke of a black I have ever seen in my life. It is chalky. It is not black. It is like a wannabe gray, maybe. No, use licorice and this LORAC. It's a little bit better. Yeah, so I'm sorry if I told you that I love this palette and you went out and got it, but save your money, dude. I think there's a reason it's only like 3.5, barely 4 stars on Sephora's, you know, reviews on that part of Sephora. I'm gonna return mine though. For the money, I want to be so completely wowed and floored away and not find any similar shades in anything that I have. Also, another aspect of me not really wanting to keep this palette anymore is it was brought to my attention that Kat Von D had picked a winner for her Saint and Sinner. She was releasing the perfume. She picked a winner and this girl like totally blew the competition away. But whenever Kat Von D found out that the winner was a Trump supporter, she like uninvited her and was like, yeah, too bad, so sad you're not the winner anymore. And I think that's kind of wrong. Like, girl, really? That's all I'm gonna say on that though. So yeah. Save your money, dudes. The packaging is super cute because it's got a little bit of like hollow right there, but I am going to be returning this. Kind of sad about it, but now that I know that I have very, very, very similar shades in what I already own, I want my money back. I feel a little bit duped, for lack of a better word. That's all I have to say on the matter. I'm going to be going back into my Pan That palette for 2017. That is the Anastasia Tamana palette. I am so close to being done with this. The black in this is better and it's like 5 years old, 4 years old. I don't remember when she came out with this. I am almost done. So there is my starting point. And in about a month, you'll see another update for my Pan That palette. If you watch my panning videos, thank you. Yep. I'm pretty short and sweet and to the point with my reviews. I like eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow. It's like, it's always my downfall whenever I'm not supposed to be buying anything. So yes. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Tell me if you were interested in this palette. If you bought it, what your thoughts are. Am I wrong in my thinking on this? I certainly hope not. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. I had seen somebody do this, I can't remember. Oh, Daleen. And I really liked how she showed what makeup she was wearing for, I think, is it her 1 month, 1 palette? Something like that. Anyways, I'm going to do that for this Kat Von D Shade Light Glimmer palette. So today is Monday the 17th. And this is my eye makeup for today using the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye. But I am using this right here. I think that one's called Cinder, Glacier, and I am using Dusk. And I also have MAC Soft Brown as a matte crease. Alright, today is, what is today? Oh, Friday the 21st, and this is my eye look of the day. Zoom you in. I am using Cinder, Glacier, and Dusk in the Kat Von D Glimmer palette, and that is the middle colors, just not the black. And for my matte crease color, I am using M630, this M630 by Makeup Forever. It is a matte, kind of a cool tone brown. And my wing is the Vamp Stamp. This is the medium. Pretty good. Pretty good. So there is my look using the Kat Von D Glimmer palette for today, Friday. Alright, today is Saturday the 22nd of July, and this is my eye look using Kat Von D's Glimmer palette. My base crease color or matte color is Makeup Geek's Chickadee, and I have that all along my crease and then smoked out onto my brow bone. And I am using the entire, it's at the left side of the quad, Copper, Bronze, Sterling, and Porcelain, and that's that part. I am using all 4 of those shades along with Chickadee. What's the middle one? Bronze in the middle, that one had a ton of fallout, so I did have to use Max Fix Plus, but I really enjoy the final look of that shadow. And then my eyeliner on my waterline is this Urban Decay's Torch. I thought it kind of tied in Chickadee and the warmer tones of that little quad. At first I didn't like how this eye look turned out, but then once I put on the eyeliner and I did the lower lash line part and my mascara, I really like it. Okay, today is Sunday, what is today, July 23rd, and here is my eye look using the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Glimmer palette, and here is what I used. ColourPop Strength Super Shock Shadow is my crease color. It is very similar to this one, but a little bit more pigmented, which is why I wanted to use that as my base color. And then on my crease, I'm using, that's Rust, and Quartz is my inner corner glitter part. So I'm using the warm tones again. I think this eye look came out a little bit different than what I've had it come out like in the past, and I don't know why that is, but I like it. Let's zoom you in.